Hi everybody. If you've been watching my videos for any period of time, you will know that I'm a Godzilla fan. I love the films. I just think they're great. One of the things that's always escaped me was having a Godzilla figure in my collection. Now, if you've seen my videos, you know that I collect science fiction memorabilia, statues, things like that, and I've never found a decent Godzilla figure. Now, X Plus makes some good stuff, but X Plus is like averages $300, $300 to $400 for their figures. That's a little steep and out of my price range, but I did find something from Monsterarts, a subsidiary of Bandai. So let's go ahead and take a look at that figure. Well, here it is, Godzilla by Monsterarts Bandai. So let's go ahead, open it up, and take a look. First of all, you can tell that the package has a very good design to it, especially when you flip up the lid. I don't know how well you can see that, but written here, of course, it says Godzilla. Here's the back. Of course, this is all in Japanese. I can't read one single word of it, except here where it says Godzilla. But let's go ahead and take it out and see what we've got. Okay, here he is, Godzilla from Monsterarts Bandai. Now, I have heard some quality control issues with this particular figure. One of them is the fact that the hands, if you try and move the hands, they pop off too easily because they're on a ball joint. Another issue I've heard is that when you try and open the jaw, sometimes the jaw will snap off. I've even heard a report that if you try and move the head, that the head would pop off. Luckily it didn't do it right now. This particular one is probably one of the early versions that was released because there is no atomic breath accessory with it. Now, the atomic accessory breath came with, it was a little stand, it had his atomic breath, and but apparently this was one of the earlier versions that was put out. It does not have it. I'm not particularly worried about that. It's a very articulated figure. You can move the arms pretty much very little. You can't move the arms that much, because if you look at right here at the shoulder, if you try and turn it, the plastic rubs up against the socket, and that's what creates very limited movement. It would be the same thing with this side, very limited movement. The feet can turn, there's articulation at the knees, very little articulation I should say. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the tail. The tail has 17 points of articulation. They're all on ball joints, and you can kind of swing it up like this. The last about 2 inches of the tail, there's no articulation. It's all solid, and there's very limited movement as to what you can really do with it. You can only curve it this way or that way or up. This particular figure cost me $50 on Amazon. It took me about 2 days to get it. I am approximately only about 65% satisfied with this figure. As I said in my introduction, X Plus figures are $300 to $400. This is really the only thing I could have in my collection. I do have something coming in that is definitely far superior in terms of quality. Just not really that impressed with Bandai. They also have a Space Godzilla that I may or may not order. I don't know yet. But here it is. Monsterarts Bandai Godzilla. It's solid. The details are incredible. Here's the details on the spine plates. I mean, very solid. I mean, the overall feel of the figure isn't bad. It's really not. I think they could have put a little more effort into making it a little more stable in terms of articulation on the hands, make sure they don't pop off so easily and you end up losing one. But overall, not a bad investment. I'm really not going to be doing much with it, except it's just going to sit on my desk as part of my collection. And we have a visitor.